Many people are looking to start a career in learning support, so it's beneficial to highlight the two principal routes into a career in education. The two different pathways into learning support are volunteering in a school and enrolling onto a teaching assistant course. Volunteering in a school. Firstly, volunteering in a school is a brilliant way to secure first-hand experience as a teaching assistant. By volunteering, you can develop a rapport with the school staff whilst gaining hands-on experience of the educational system. This will help you stand out from the competition as gathering. Direct experience will encourage a potential employer to hire you should a job arise. Conversely, it's worth noting that each school has their own way of doing things, whether it's their teaching method, disciplinary system, or their reward framework. It's exceptionally rare to discover two schools who don't contrast greatly in their approach. By volunteering at a school, you can gain an understanding of how that particular school operates, which will increase your chances of employment. As with any occupation in any industry, it's important to develop connections with professionals in that field. Volunteering will award you the chance to gain invaluable contacts who will be able to help you in your career, either by issuing you advice, giving you a reference, or by making you aware of any vacancies that arise in the industry. Volunteering can also benefit you as a learning support assistant, as it can allow you to gain a greater understanding of what setting you'd like to work in. If you are already pondering how to become a teaching assistant, then I believe it's important to start also considering what kind of teaching assistant you'd like to be. Would you be happier working in a primary school setting as an in-class tie? Would you enjoy working in a coordinated team with youngsters who have a particular type of special educational needs? Or would you hope to work across a range of year groups with a range of different SEN children in a secondary school? There are many choices to consider when entering education, and by volunteering in a diverse array of settings, you will be able to discover which path is a good fit for you. Volunteering can give you direct experience of working in a school, which is invaluable when beginning and developing a career in learning support. Study for a teaching assistant qualification. An alternative method to become a teaching assistant is to select on one of the many teaching assistant courses. The most popular courses in the UK are the Teaching Assistant Level 2 and 3 course. Finishing either course will qualify you to work in a school as a member of the academic support staff. The main distinction between the two is that Level 3 teaching assistants are legally able to cover a lesson when the class teacher is absent. Whilst there are more specific courses you can study, the aforementioned pair qualify you to work in either a primary or a secondary school, accordingly increasing your employment opportunities. Each course consists of several pieces of coursework and a placement in a school where you will eventually be assessed by a tutor from the establishment where you are studying. There are distinctive advantages and disadvantages associated with studying either course. It's important to highlight the fact that the Teaching Assistant Level 2 and 3 courses qualify you to work across various settings, and that you'll be given advice about how to secure a role upon graduation. However, it's also important to note that a number of support staff have this qualification, so choosing a more particular course would allow you to become a specialist about a particular special educational needs SEN, which will give you a greater chance of securing a job working with that SEN. When discussing how to become a teaching assistant, it's important to note that gaining a related qualification can help you to gain more knowledge and experience, thus increasing your employment opportunities. How to become a teaching assistant. Having discussed the two primary routes into educational support, I feel it's important to highlight how helpful it is to combine both pathways. You are more likely to secure a job in education if you volunteer in a school whilst studying for a teaching assistant qualification.